won the theme here, and I'm just here to give my Raw report for March 7th, 2016. And yes, this is coming a little late because I've been a little bit under the weather, but enough of all of that, and I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it. So the show starts with Shane O'Mac. Shane O'Mac comes out and dances and wastes a lot of fucking time. Instead of just getting to the ring and saying what he has to say, he has to accept the whole welcome back thing from the whole crowd and shit like that. Understood that he's been gone for quite some time, but we already know he's back. Just get down to it so we have more time for everything else that's supposed to be happening on the damn show. So, yeah, they do this little recap thing, and then Vince McMahon comes out and says, oh, yeah, I was writing out the will, and all that shit, and then I found this portrait, but don't need it anymore, and they tried to make this as real as possible, and they just couldn't fucking clinch that. They just couldn't, especially what happens at the end of the segment. You get Vince McMahon trying to escort Shane out of the ring and sees security motherfuckers come out, and Shane he fends them off. And it's like, come on, you could have done better than that. Get a weapon or something, a chain or a nightstick or something like that, and fend them off, but just, no, that wasn't fucking convincing. It's just not. They could have done well without that, or he could have unleashed a greater form of violence to fend these guys off. It's just that you can't take that shit seriously because it was half-assed. It was half-done. And everyone just sees right through that. So it wasn't a good. It was not a good segment to have your show begin that way. So yeah, and in the midst of that, you had a fake gong come out with Vince coming out, and then the Vince is like, oh, gotcha. You even had a couple of chants. Asshole, my feelings are hurt because you faked this out. Asshole, you know what? We'll get you with another one. CM Punk. CM Punk, we're hurting your feelings. Yes, we'll chant. Damn it. No. None of that. He continued his segment, and none of that shit fazed him. Good try, though. Oh, God. So Kevin Owens beats Neville with a roll-up and holding the tights. In a very pointless, meaningless match. None of them have WrestleMania matches yet, if they're even going to participate in Mania. Kevin Owens is the current Intercontinental Champion. What happens after the match was interesting. Sami Zayn comes out and starts beating down on Kevin Owens, and it took Sami Zayn and Neville to fend off Kevin Owens. I understand what they're trying to do here. Put Sami Zayn on our main roster already and have him have great matches and give him some fucking championships, for Christ's sake. They already failed with Neville as far as having him on the main roster. We don't really take him fucking seriously, as we did in NXT. Don't make the fucking same mistake with Sami Zayn. He can actually wrestle. He can actually do shit. Just don't destroy his fucking credibility on the main roster if you're going to put him there finally. But this is WWE that we're talking about here. They just like to destroy motherfuckers from NXT to the main roster for some fucking reason. You had... Oh, God. Why was this match even made? Brie versus Summer Rae. Brie mode, Summer Rae, and Summer beats Brie. That makes no sense whatsoever. And Lana comes out, and Lana does Brie's old X Factor move. Yes, call it the X Factor. Face Buster, whatever. And again, that's just pointless. So you're trying to set up Brie versus Lana at WrestleMania? No! No, okay? Just, no. Ambrose comes out and talks about WWE Roadblock. That's taking place this weekend, March 12, 2016. And the main event of that is Dean Ambrose versus Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Does anyone think that Dean Ambrose has a chance? Anyone? I mean, yes, it's a roadblock, but it's basically a stop. It's just a stop, and then they're just going to go around and then head straight to WrestleMania. I don't think that Triple H is going to cough up this title. I just don't think so. If it happens, again, I will stand right here and apologize to each and every one of you and be like, hey, I was wrong. It was good to be wrong, and fuck it, and fuck it, and fuck it some more. But this segment was just to announce the match for later on in the night and to put off as Triple Bitch as being as arrogant as he always is. is thinking that Dean Ambrose doesn't have a chance and he's not going to win. And here's your opponent later for the night, Bray Wyatt. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Okay, we already know how that match is going to end. Okay, more on that later. So Dolph Ziggler gets put up against 3 members of the League of Nations: Sheamus, Rusev, and King Barrett. King Barrett has been doing much of nothing in and out of the ring. Just he's not doing shit. So him even being in this match was pretty pointless. Unless, I mean, it was an elimination match because it was kind of like a Survivor Series rules, shades of what happened a couple of years ago after Survivor Series, and him rubbing in the Steph big bitch's face in it, and then she announcing that shit later. Barrett gets eliminated, but he couldn't contend with Rusev. And then there's, hey fella, I'm here. I look stupid. Here's my kick. That's pretty much it from Sheamus. And that was just the whole fucking match. It made no sense at all. Once again, none of these motherfucking people have matches for WrestleMania. What's going on? This is supposed to be the road to WrestleMania. Have fucking built up feuds and shit and matches. Come on. What the fuck is going on? This WrestleMania is just, it's not seeing the light of day of being even halfway decent. It's just not. We have hardly any matches taking place that fucking mean something. We don't even have the 2 mid-card titles on the line at WrestleMania just yet. Becky and Sasha against Naomi and Tamina. Why? Why? That match shouldn't have taken place. Just shouldn't have. But it served one meaning. It served one purpose, to put over Charlotte. That's all it did. Charlotte standing alone and yes. Finally, it's a triple threat at WrestleMania. I hope these women tear the house down. I hope they steal the fucking show. And here's why. Because look at all the other matches that are taking place so far. Either we don't want them, or it's like, why is this match taking place type of shit. The triple threat has more fucking meaning than almost each and every other match that's at WrestleMania so far. So, speaking of meaning, Y2AJ versus New Day. New Day wins, and then it starts to break down. Didn't everyone see this coming, though? You didn't really see Y2AJ winning and reigning with the Tag Team Championships, did you? No! Not 1, not 2, but 3 code breakers from Chris Jericho to AJ Styles. And then he took it back. Oh, yeah, he took it back. He did the whole $1 Million Man thing. Like, eat it, stuffing it down your throat. And, yeah, that was the $1 Million Man thing back in the 80s and early 90s where he used to shove money down people's throat. But Y2J shoves a Y2AJ shirt down a fucking AJ Styles' throat. Not much of a meaning there, but, yeah, the crowd was really, like, into that one. They couldn't believe what they were saying. Why the fuck wouldn't you believe that? How many times has Y2J, Chris Jericho, flip-flopped from face to heel, face to heel, face to heel, neutral, face to heel, face to heel, face to heel, neutral? How many times has he done that in his fucking illustrious career? Too fucking many. He's catching up to Kane and Big Show in that department. So, later, you had Kalisto beat Tyler Breeze. Not much to be said there, because, once again, Kalisto has a mid-card title, and he's not even defending it at WrestleMania yet. And Tyler Breeze is just, his shit's basically killed. It's over. No one takes him seriously now. We just don't. And I'm surprised he's not a part of the Social Outcasts. That's just my opinion. Speaking of the Social Outcasts, oh wait, before that, the Big Boss Man, Hall of Fame. Finally, congratulations, Ray Taylor. Congratulations. He was a guy in the midst of the 80s and 90s that was pretty much a force to be reckoned with. Yes, he had his good matches and good feuds. He had his bad ones. Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, WrestleMania. But he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He was pretty much active during the whole 80s rock and roll era and the golden era. And he was a part of the Attitude Era. Even he was a part of NWO when he was in WCW. So, he was a well-known wrestler, and he deserved to be there, in my opinion. He just does. Congratulations to the big boss man. But back to, okay, Ryback versus Curtis Axel. Once again, why? First of all, Ryback stops Kalisto and gives all a boring-ass fucking speech that no one fucking cares about. We don't fucking care. Just bump him and be like, the big guy is on his way to the ring. That should have been it. And that would have been like, oh, yeah, he's going to challenge him for the United States Championship. Not that long, dry, garbage speech. Just go to the ring, prove your point, and challenge him for the fucking belt. If he is going to challenge him for the fucking belt. We don't even fucking know yet. Ryback beating Curtis Axel, the social outcast. They didn't even try to attack him afterwards. They had no fucking impact. So why are they a fucking group? They're a fucking joke. They need to make a great big impact for us to take them seriously. That's what the WWE really fucking needs right now. They need shit for us to take 100% seriously. And this could be easily fucking done. But they're not doing it for some fucking reason. They just want us to pay attention to 1, 2, 3 fucking people. No. Start hyping up others. At least Roman Reigns wasn't on the show this week. But anyway, so Dean Ambrose beats Bray Wyatt by DQ. Huh, you didn't think that the rest of the Wyatt members were going to interfere? Seriously? So that happens. Something interesting happened, though, even though they won't fucking cash in and capitalize on this. After the Wyatts beat up Dean Ambrose, and Triple Bitch comes to the ring with the belt and circles around him, Bray Wyatt steps up to him a little bit and stops Triple Bitch in his tracks. Now, looks at him, looks down at the belt that was on his shoulder, brushes it off a little bit, and goes away. Calls off the Wyatt family. And I'm like, come on, do that shit later. Or at least have him get a title shot and win the championship this year. Bad chance of any of that shit happening. But wishful thinking is wishful thinking, I guess. So, Triple Bitch tries to take off his shit like he's about to get ready to do some fucking, I don't know. Anyway. Dean Ambrose turns the tables and actually gives him 90 days in the ring. Picks up the belt, sells his injuries pretty well, and the show ends that way. Okay, that's fine. Roadblock is not to be taken seriously. Not by a lot of people. You have Brock Lesnar going against Bray Wyatt. You have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple Bitch versus Dean Ambrose. You have the New Day, for some reason, going against the League of Nations. Oh, God. All right. Again, this road to WrestleMania is so fucking lackluster. They had ample time to fix all of this. The only match that people are like, at least like, for, is The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon, because it at least has something on the line that people are actually interested in. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship, no one's really interested in that because of who's in the fucking main event. For now, if they throw a monkey wrench and put Dean Ambrose in there, then okay, fine. But I don't think that's going to fucking happen because this is WWE and they like to fuck up constantly. So that's it for me, guys. I mean, this is just another Raw that was like, all right, go somewhere, please! And then they just, nope, we're not going anywhere. And we're like, why? And they're like, because fuck you, that's why. That's the way WWE is. So most of us don't even watch it live. Most of us just DVR that shit, fast forward past the bullshit, and then just, that's it. That's all we do now. At least the jizz wasn't a part of this show. Because remember, dick licking plus animals equals the jizz. That's the Miz, in case anybody doesn't know. So, yeah, that's it. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. Questions, comments, subscribe, feel free. I try to answer as much questions as I possibly can. The most relevant ones. I won't run away from opinion. That's just not my style. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.